Well, first of all, how many people saw one of the greatest blues extravaganzas at the Blues Music Awards last night? Let's hear a round of applause for the Blues Foundation and all of our honorees. It was a great, great night as we honored the blues. I'm Kevin Kane, a board member of the Blues Foundation and the president of the Memphis Convention and Visitors Bureau, and it's my honor today as we celebrate the second installation of a Mississippi blues marker in the great city of Memphis. It was about 2 years ago that the state of Mississippi, through their Blues Marker Trail, for the first time went outside of the borders of Mississippi and went to 3rd Highway 61 and Beale Street and erected the first marker outside of Mississippi honoring the legendary B.B. King. And today we are honoring the legendary Blues Foundation, the international foundation that is the keeper of all great things for blues music.
You know, who can deny that this area of Memphis is the capital, the birthplace of the blues? And my interest in blues music goes back to W.C. Handy. Not that I knew him personally, but I certainly appreciated his music and how W.C. Handy was able to take a political piece of music and turn it into the theme song for blues music across the world. And folks, music is our heart here in Memphis. Music is the heart of our community. Anything that we can do to just highlight it and to really point out the significance of it is time well spent.
There's just so many people. I could go right through this audience and recognize so many, but I do want to recognize my dear friend Howard Stovall, who's former executive director of the Blues Foundation, one of our leaders through the years, did such a great job in fostering the growth of this organization. And Alan Hammonds, the man who basically is behind everything blues in the state of Mississippi. Alan, all right, Alan and Wanda, but let me tell you something. With our neighbors to the south, and let me also say that Memphis and Mississippi, we have a joint partnership where we market Memphis and the Mississippi Delta throughout the entire world. So we got a great relationship with the state of Mississippi, and we really value our relationships, Alan, with you and your team and everybody at the B.B. King's Museum, the soon-to-be Grammy Museum, and all the things, all the music entities that all center around the blues that make Memphis and the Mississippi Delta so special to millions of visitors from all over the world.
Whereas on behalf of the citizens of the 9th Congressional District of Tennessee, it's my distinct pleasure to honor the Mississippi Blues Commission for its recognition of the Blues Foundation's Blues Hall of Fame with a Mississippi Blues Trail marker. The Mississippi Blues Trail program identifies with an interpretive marker notable people, places, subjects, themes that honor the blues.
Somewhere about 50 miles, 100 miles each side of the Mississippi River between Chicago and New Orleans. That's where all America's music came from, right? And it centers right on the Mississippi Delta. And of course, the living room of the Mississippi Delta is the Peabody Hotel on Beale Street. So it all goes hand in hand. We all agree to that? All right.
And we haven't mentioned them, but we should give a big, warm, rousing cheer for those great musicians that are both come and gone and are still here carrying on that tradition that break this music for us. How great is that? Here we are, and we've just started on another part of the journey, and we hope that you all will also be there for us, which is to build and raise the roof someday. Those kids are coming here for tours because we're going to have a Hall of Fame that they can learn about these artists. We're going to raise the roof on this place, folks.
I talked to Joe. He told me that in the park he started with an office on a bench. I remember in 1951, J. Bill Illinois and myself and Muddy Waters worked in Robin, Illinois, where we worked behind a curtain where the people wanted to hear our music, but they didn't want to see our face. That was a sad day. But look at how it had came from now. Yeah. That last night, I was the winner of a record of the year, so Jay can't talk to me like he used to talk to me. You have to say yes, sir, and bow down to me now. And this organization has been very helpful to me. Not only to me, at 79 years old, I'm not thinking about me. I'm thinking about the young men and young ladies coming on to sing the blues. You put something in their head, teach them what it is, teach them what it was, teach them what it's going to be. Because my motto is to do all I can, while I can, there will come a time I cannot do that I won't regret what I did not do.
I always say that it started with a bunch of Memphis blues fans who wanted to honor musicians, and then it kept growing into something, and it went well enough the first year that they did it the second time. And I tell people that around the world, kind of following that model. Just make sure that you do well enough the first year that you can do it the second year, and then the second year do it the third year, and just make sure that you can keep building on it. And that's been the model around the world. We have 200 affiliates around the world now, and blues music is one of the most respected things about America in the world. But we're going to have in here a tribute to the music. And we've raised $750,000 as of Wednesday morning, and we raised $150,000 in the last 2 days. No one thought we could even do that, but the Blues Foundation, just like blues music, has always been about soul and about heart and about believing. That was the original reason for blues music, and it still holds true today.
I'm here representing the state of Mississippi, the Mississippi Blues Commission, and the Mississippi Development Authority, and it is indeed an honor and a privilege to be here once again to place another marker in the city of Memphis on the Mississippi Blues Trail, honoring not only the work of the Blues Foundation, but the soon-to-be home of the Blues Hall of Fame, and so many great artists like my dear friend Bobby Rush here, B.B. King, Muddy Waters. You know, Kevin will always let you call Memphis the home of the blues because it definitely is. But when we look at the birth certificates, we know that Mississippi is the birthplace of the blues. We have no problem with that. I mean, Memphis and Mississippi has had a great relationship, and that's why we're still here today. Kevin is definitely a great ambassador. He and his staff does great work with our international office, and we love being able to promote Mississippi and the blues with Memphis. I think it's a great opportunity not only for this region, but for the South in general.
I'd like to acknowledge Joe Savern. I remember the night back in, 1979 maybe, that I was staying at your brother's place, the Blues Alley, and you came to me with the idea of a Blues Award show. And so we came up with a ballot and started mailing them out, and that's how the Handy Awards started. And I remember when you were outside on Beale Street trying to raise money, getting donations in a tub, in a bucket. It was a bucket, right? So I'm glad to acknowledge the work that Howard's done, and especially what Jay's done in the last few years. It's been great. It's great to see this happen.
At this time, Kevin, Jay, Bobby,
Yellstein, you want to come
Mayor,
and practice? You want to come and practice?
Jim, Bill. We're going to unveil our 154th mark of the Mississippi Blues Trail.
All right.